It's June, and Bruce Wayne is missing. It does not go unnoticed, especially by his mother, Martha, who has approached her old friend and former Gotham mayor, Jim Gordon, for any leads about her son. Unknown to them, Bruce is currently held hostage deep within the bowels of Ark-M, the shadowy facility just off the heart of the city, an institution dedicated to the most horrid experiments imaginable. And now, Bruce is one of Ark-M's most prized subjects. In another room, Arkhem's head scientist, a woman only known as Dr. Arkham, observes an unconscious Bruce in the middle of his room. She remarks on how her team went through lengths just to sedate this vigilante for 48 hours, but, as she'd soon find out, no anesthetic can keep the Batman down long enough. Bruce wakes from his slumber naked and alone. He might not have his suit, but the Dark Knight's bag of tricks isn't limited to the cape and cowl, as he pulls out a lockpick he hid inside the roof of his mouth just for occasions such as this. With it, Bruce is able to escape his room, only to be led towards the dark recesses of Arkham's corridors. He scurries past other test subjects within the facility. One of them, a huge, morbid thing resembling an egg hooked to various tubes, catches his attention. But Bruce has no time to linger. He must make his way out of this gruesome labyrinth, especially considering that Dr. Arkham is already watching his every move. Eventually, Bruce makes his way to a room called the Clay Biome. He steps in what seems like mud, only to discover it's the malformed form of yet another poor soul trapped in Ark-M. It pleads with him, telling Bruce how much it's hurting.
Get off!
But it is at this instant that he hears another voice in this godforsaken room greeting him with two words, "Hello again."
You!
This same person replies with a hard right hook to Bruce's face that instantly knocks his lights out. And when this man steps into the light, we see that it is none other than Bane, the hulking specimen that Dr. Arkham calls the Prime and Ark-M's head enforcer. Bane tells the unconscious Dark Knight to try and escape again. He genuinely insists so, and with Bruce in another deep slumber, he dreams.
You got this! Come on!
Bruce recalls a time from when he helped his best friend, Waylon Jones, train for an upcoming bout against a formidable mixed martial artist named Bebo.
Come on! Dig!
At the time, everyone from Oz to Selina thought Waylon didn't stand a chance against this bruiser. But not Bruce.
Up, damn it! Up! That's it!
It's now July, and Bruce Wayne has been missing for 45 days. Still, Martha hasn't given up hope. She visits another one of her son's best friends, D.A. Harvey Dent. Harvey tells her his office is doing everything it can to look for him. Meanwhile, Dr. Arkham continues to record her log. She tells us Bruce, her so-called subject number 27, had fallen docile by the time he had reached his 20th day in captivity. But again, this mad scientist is about to find out that it's all part of the man's plan. A group of orderlies prepare to check in on Bruce, and that's when the Dark Knight springs it into motion. He first knocks one of them out with a clean front kick to the jaw of one of the orderlies. Dr. Arkham notices that her test subject had recently pulled out his own teeth to craft knuckle dusters out of them, weapons he uses to pummel another orderly. The third one tries to beg for mercy, but Bruce answers it by using his own stomach acid to melt the fool's face. From there, the caped crusader bursts out of containment using an explosive he created with the body fluids he had saved over the past few weeks. Again, Bruce passes by the same gruesome egg-like thing in one of the other rooms. He fails to notice it has cracked open. Bruce soon finds himself lost in Arkham's maze. Still, this setback isn't enough to make him quit, so he sends whoever is watching him a message.
Go to hell! You hear me?
So he carries on his journey until he reaches yet another curious section within the facility, a place Dr. Arkham calls the Isley Ecosystem. It's a forest whose trees are made from the twisted bodies of God only knows how many poor souls. Its inhabitants are just as twisted, and one of them attempts to force itself upon Bruce with its grotesque tongue. However, Bruce is rescued, courtesy of someone worse, the same man who had stopped him in his tracks before, Bane. Again, the man known as the Prime pummels our hero, all the while telling Bruce to never give up trying. For what it's worth, Bane seems sincere in his words. Knocked out yet again, Bruce has another dream. This time, he recalls when he and Selina met in the middle of the night to talk about Waylon's upcoming MMA bout with Bebo. Selina echoes the sentiments of everyone around them, that there's no way their friend could beat the guy. But you can always trust Mr. Wayne to stand by his loved one's side.
Tell him what? That he doesn't have a chance? I can't. It'll crush him. I'm his best friend, Selina.
It's August now, and Bruce is still missing. Desperate times call for desperate measures, so Martha has taken to the streets to put out flyers of her disappeared son. Back at the facility, we see that Dr. Arkham has successfully done whatever it is she set out to do to Bruce. As she puts it, Subject 27 has shown continuous resiliency in spite of the series of surgeries, craniotomies, and brainstem insertions they've done to the man. Dr. Arkham and her people wait in anticipation for their procedures to bear fruit. She goes on to the record to say that Bruce's body is ready. All that remains now is to break his spirit. So she and Bane come up with a scheme to drive Bruce over the edge, as they literally dangle his batsuit in the middle of his room, one final test to complete Subject 27's transformation. But Bruce resists at first.
Just leave me alone. I said leave me alone! Stop it. It's over. Don't you get it? There's no winning!
But the call of the bat is too strong for Bruce to resist, and a moment later, Mr. Wayne transforms into his fearsome alter ego, the Batman. Batman breaks through his room's walls to once again make one last-ditch effort to escape Arkham's confines. All the while, the facility's researchers observe how this would all play out. The Caped Crusader soon encounters a large group of poor, deformed test subjects who beg him for help. Sadly, Batman can only tell them the truth.
I don't know how.
As Dr. Arkham had planned, Bane appears just behind Bruce to give him another brutal beating. Arkham's workers think it's just business as usual. But their tune immediately changes when Bane's attack culminates with the dark detective crashing through the same chamber that contains the giant cracked egg. They know what's going to happen next, and their worst fears come to pass when the same creature they've been holding inside the chamber, the same monster birthed out of the morbid egg, bursts out of its prison and whips Bane with its tail before taking out a couple of Arkham workers with a single bite. Bruce gets back on his feet and instantly realizes that this grotesque, reptilian abomination is no ordinary test subject.
Waylon? It's me. Bruce.
It takes a moment before the now transformed Waylon recognizes his best friend. All the while, a shared memory of Bruce's words echo in both men's minds.
Of course I believe you can win. You're Waylon Croc Jones. Now let's get back in the ring.
Bane recovers and prepares for another clash, all the while quoting the ancient Greek philosopher Xenophon's teachings about how it's not the strongest or most intelligent of us who survive this war called life, but the one who's most adaptive to change. Well, Batman has his own quote in answer to Bane's bloviating.
Shove it up your ass. That's Batman, circa now.
And with that, the Croc and the Caped Crusader make their way out of the facility and into the sewers, finally escaping the confines of this building for the damned. However, their troubles are far from over, as we soon find out that both Dr. Arkham and Bane accounted for this. In fact, this is the final phase of Bruce's test, and Bane couldn't be happier that he now has a chance to truly break the bat. That's all for this video. If you loved watching this harrowing tale of the Dark Knight, don't forget to drop a comment below. We're excited to hear your thoughts about it. Like, share, and subscribe with the bell on for more. Feel free to check out the next video too. See you next time.